Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah are now up against the Heeters. The plan has been revealed, so here we go. Hey everyone, it's been a month already. Time is flying by faster than ever, but let's slow it down for a moment so we can digest Dragon Ball Super Chapter 78, because we got a lot to unpack here. The Heeters now have the Dragon Balls and can now make the wish that they've been looking to do, which we didn't fully know what wish that would be, but the most obvious choice was to make Gas become the strongest in the universe. So Gas and the other Heeters head to where Goku and Vegeta are to finally confront them after Manga tells them the full backstory of what happened with Bardock. I did find it kind of amusing that Vegeta mentions Bardock was a low-class warrior and therefore Gas must have been pretty weak. But then Manga mentions that Gas was very strong, but as he's about to finish telling us exactly what happened, the sky goes dark and they are aware a wish was made. Then Gas shows up in this entirely new bigger body and looks like he's ready to kick some serious ass. Hold up though, what I really want to know is how did Bardock actually defeat Gas? Were they planning to make that story canon where we had Bardock get Super Saiyan versus Chilled? I guess for now we won't actually know. But I'm curious to know, what did you think? Do you think that Manga was about to let them know that Bardock went Super Saiyan? Mention it in the comments. So Gas is now massive, and the other Heeters mention that Gas is now the strongest in the universe. But hold up, how does that make any sense? I mean, it's not that it's impossible, but do Heeters live for a really long time too? They didn't address how much life was taken from Gas to achieve this, and again, this is only possible because the potential is there within them to begin with. They are also taking advantage of Gas and sacrificing him in order to achieve their goals, so this is another big brain move from Elec, and he's totally fine using his own to get his ultimate goal. Just some food for thought. Gas wastes absolutely no time and just goes on the attack where they barely can dodge. Don't forget, Goku and Vegeta are both pretty banged up and used up all of their energy against Granolah. And Granolah also has no energy, so they're in a pretty bad position. I've seen some mixed reactions online, but personally I think this was really cool and something a little different that we don't see often in Dragon Ball. And that is how Gas fights. He uses ki energy to make weapons, so he's forming swords, spears, and shields, and all sorts of things in order to fight, and even uses a trident looking thing to stab Granolah in both of his arms and legs and pinning him against the wall. Gas is not playing around and mentions how much he hates Granolah and always wanted to kill him, and is finally free to do that. Oh, also, this was kind of weird, but Gas snapped his finger and applied these 4 large key blocks on Goku that were obviously too heavy for him to handle, and he dropped like a fly. But if Gas can do something like that so easily, then this fight should have been over already and Gas should have just killed Granolah and Goku right there. But anyway, like all good villains, I guess they gotta take their time to let the opponent have a chance instead of winning. Vegeta does distract Gas for a second, just talking about how the Saiyans are pretty much all wiped out, and right before Gas was about to kill Goku with an axe, Granolah sends a cheap shot at Gas, and then this gives Manga enough time to undo those blocks on Goku, while Granolah is getting his ass completely handed to him by Gas. Granolah doesn't stand much of a chance right now because of how banged up he is, but he keeps trying nonetheless, and Manga pleads with Goku, asking him to save Granolah, and he will try to heal him as much as he can, which we know isn't much. To be completely honest, most of the dialogue in this chapter coming from Gas is kind of weak because everything Gas is saying is everything the audience already knows, and now they're just explaining it to Granolah. We know that they were simply using him as a bounty hunter, which this is fine. It just feels like this was already explained to us, as it was pretty obvious at this point anyway. I mean, they even give us another flashback using 2.5 other pages where Manga is explaining to Goku the exact same thing, that Granolah was simply being used, which was the only reason they were still alive to begin with. Overall, this was all fine, and I get Dragon Ball really needs to cater its dialogue sometimes, but the next part is what I found most interesting. So Manga was trying to heal Goku as much as he could, but obviously he didn't have enough power to fully do that. So Goku mentions to Vegeta that they should have another sensu bean, and well, Vegeta left it in his armor where he threw it away somewhere. This was actually pretty funny to see coming from Vegeta, as he's all flustered making some stupid mistake. So Goku tells Vegeta to go find the sensu bean, and he will hold Gas off as long as he can, and wants Vegeta to take the sensu bean and turn into that freaky face mode again.
Besides, we still haven't settled who'd win. I'm the one who would win.
Typical Goku, but look at that. Vegeta is finally gonna get this win. Vegeta is going to take the senzu bean and get to go all out versus the main villain. Or is he? Vegeta decides to give the senzu bean to Granolah instead because ultimately this was Granolah's fight for revenge, and since Vegeta is a warrior, he understands Granolah is the one who needs to do this to satisfy his revenge. Granolah is shocked at the same time because he knew that Vegeta at any time could have taken the senzu bean and just easily won, but refused to do so because of his honor, and Vegeta just tells him to shut up and eat the freaking bean. So that's how this chapter ends. I can see it right now. All the Vegeta fans for a moment jumped out of their seats in pure bliss and excitement after what Goku said. Vegeta was finally gonna take the W. Then, moments later, nah, just kidding. I really do think now that Toyotaro is truly just trolling all of us. I personally wanted to see Vegeta get the W, but honestly, the way the story progressed, it does make the most sense for Granolah to take this one, and we don't know where things are going yet because I can't see Goku and Vegeta just being sidelined for the rest of this fight, so this isn't going to be how it all ends. At least I don't think so. Though, let me know in the comments, what do you think about Vegeta giving Granolah the senzu bean instead of taking it himself? Are you upset, or does it seem like the logical choice? So that's it for this one. It's a bit of a shorter review. I've got a lot of other videos in the works, so expect a lot of content coming out very shortly. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing, hit that like button, and click the bell to be notified when I drop my next video. That's all for this one. I'll see you in the next video.